Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here with 60andMe. I have become a big fan of turmeric. I discovered it a few months ago and started using it in food, in smoothies and tea and in yogurt. And it's just amazing spice. It has a long tradition of being a healing spice in India. And so I thought, if you can put it in your body in food, what about putting it on your skin and getting the nourishment of the turmeric spice on the outside as well? And by the way, turmeric, if you're not familiar with it, is a root that is in the ginger family. And if you buy it in the shop, it looks like this. It's a little root. And when you cut it open, it's like a really bright yellow. And the yellow sort of stays on your finger. It's quite bright. But anyway, it's in the ginger family, and it's got all kinds of antiviral, antibacterial qualities. It's used for everything from arthritis to, to digestive problems. It's a really versatile spice. And so anyway, I wanted to try using it as a face mask. And I'm a little bit nervous about this because I've never done it before. And as you can see on my finger, it turns your skin yellow. So I wanted to see if there was a way to put it on my face without having streaks of yellow. Since yellow actually isn't one of my favorite colors, I have a kind of visceral response to yellow. I had a friend once, Maureen, who we'd go shopping and she'd say, "Oh, Margaret, look at this really cute yellow dress." And I would, "Oh, yellow, I don't like it." I don't think I've ever owned a yellow item in my life. But anyway, I'm beginning to warm to it because of beautiful turmeric. So anyway, I went to the little Indian shop in our town and I asked them if there was a turmeric that did not stain. And there is. And I picked up this little jar. It's called Kasturi turmeric. And it's a special kind of turmeric. There's about 200 varieties of ginger, which turmeric's part of in the world. So there's a lot of varieties. So if you want to try to get some Kasturi turmeric, this is what I'm going to use in this face mask. Now, if you can't find Kasturi, I've read that you can use the regular turmeric as well. Just test it on your body somewhere. Put it on your hand or your neck, somewhere where it'll wash off eventually. It's not like it's going to hurt you, but it actually is a very bright color. But this Kasturi turmeric apparently does not stain, so we will see. So the first thing you do is a couple of ingredients, actually only 3, which is my favorite number of ingredients in anything. Flour is one ingredient. This is chickpea flour. They call it gram flour in Indian shops, and it's also garbanzo beans. So it's a very light flour that's used in Indian dishes for chapatis and other foods. But you start with half a cup of this powdered garbanzo chickpea flour. I put it in my little bowl. And then the instructions say to put about 1.5 teaspoons of the turmeric. Now, I have got some here that looks just like regular turmeric. It's really dark and scary, but I'm going to try it. And I put 1.5 tablespoons into a half a cup of garbanzo flour. So I figure, I haven't got a tablespoon, but I figure a little scooped teaspoon is going to do it. So that's about a tablespoon. So I mix it in my garbanzo flour, chickpea flour. And I'm going to do a good job with this because I don't want little streaks of yellow all over my face. So I'm just going to take a minute here to just stir it up really well. It's turning into kind of a nice, gentle yellow color. It's not dramatic. And actually, honestly, you're putting a small amount of turmeric into quite a large amount of flour. So I think you're fine to use regular, but as I said, check it out. And I'm glad that you're on this journey with me, by the way, because I'm actually a little nervous that I'm going to put this on my face and not have a way to get it off. But anywho, okay, so I think I've got that stirred up pretty nicely. And the thing you do now with this is you put this flour and turmeric mix in a jar. This becomes your base for future facials, and you will probably get about, I don't know, almost 10 face masks from this. It's actually quite a lot of flour. So I've actually put it into a little jar here, and just keep it airtight. Make sure it doesn't get wet because flour, of course, is very sensitive to moisture in the air. So what I'm going to do now is use this flour and turmeric base to create a mask for my skin. And I'm going to take about a tablespoon. You don't need very much. I haven't actually got a very big face. So you put just a tablespoon of this mixture in your bowl, and add to that enough water to make a paste. And so let me just reach over here and get my water. And okay, just experiment a little bit with this. I need to get my spoon. Okay. And just mix it up. You'll get a feel for this eventually, and I'm not the world's greatest cook, so I just may have to kind of experiment. Do you know, I think, oh, it's turning really, really bright yellow. Yikes. Okay, so I'm going to just be strong, patient. Take a couple more seconds to stir, make sure it's really nice and creamy. Now, there's one more ingredient that you need to add to your facial paste, and that is an essential oil of your preference, or a facial oil. Now, I actually use a facial oil myself called, well, it's a rosehip product. And you can get all kinds of wonderful facial oils now. So just use the one that you really like. And another thing you can use is coconut oil. But I'm going to just put about 5 little drops of my rosehip oil into the paste. And although it's not mentioned anywhere in any of the recipes that I've looked at, I'm going to add another special ingredient, and that is coconut oil. And the reason that I'm going to add this coconut oil in particular is that it is magic oil. I actually was in Bali a couple of months ago, and I was staying at a beautiful hotel called Bali Eco Stay in the middle of the jungle in Bali. And I was taken to a village just down the road where a lovely woman taught me how to make coconut oil from scratch. We cut the coconut in half, we scraped it, we grated it, we boiled it, sieved it through a sieve, and then boiled it again until the coconut oil rose to the top. It took a few hours. It was a really long process, but I have now got pure coconut oil from Bali, nothing added. It's just absolutely pure. So it has a special significance too. So I'm going to add just a little teeny bit, like one little burst into the paste. Okay, that's going to make it hopefully a little bit smoother too. So it's actually looking really, really beautiful, and I'm not so afraid of yellow anymore. Okay, so I'm going to now put this beautiful paste, turmeric and chickpea flour, on my face. And I must say, I've got a bit of makeup on here, so I'm going to remove that from my skin so that we can start with a completely clean face. Okay, I'll leave my eyes on, so I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so my skin is now clean. Okay, I'm going to maybe pull my hair back if I can find a clip. Well, let's try it without. Okay, here we go. I'm going to use my fingers, and I'm going to just put the paste on my face and hope for the best. Fingers crossed. Well, it feels really, really good. Whoops, okay. Actually, it's really smooth. It feels great. You know, a lot of face masks that you buy are actually very kind of exfoliant feeling, and they're very rough. This is extremely smooth, and yeah, it's beautiful. It feels really gentle. Oh, the smell is lovely too. I can smell the rosehip oil. Oh, it's great. Okay, so I'm going to just finish it here. Oh, put some on my nose. Oh, it's cool. It's really nice. It's a bit warm here today, so it feels very soothing. Okay, that is it. That's my turmeric face mask. What do you think? I think that's kind of cute. Very attractive, very becoming. All right, so they say to leave this on for about 15 minutes, and I'm not going to do that because I don't think you want to sit here and watch my face dry. But anyway, you get the feeling. Do you know, even as we're talking, or as I'm talking, I can feel it getting a little bit dry and tightening, which is great. It feels really wonderful. And I think this is the time where you just sit back, you get a glass of wine or a nice cup of tea, and you just enjoy all those little turmeric, the turmeric magic penetrating your skin, all the antibacterial, antiviral goodness, and making your skin soft and beautiful and radiant And that's what I'm going to promise myself. But it feels good, and I've used a lot of face masks in my day, and this feels lovely. I like it for two reasons. One is it's light, and it feels very soothing, and the other is that it's got a lovely scent. I mean, it's just the combination of the turmeric and the rosehip oil and the coconut oil just makes it really lovely. So anyway, that said, while I'm letting it dry just a bit, I wanted to ask you if you've done anything like this, put any interesting herbs or spices or products from your kitchen on your face, and how you've got on, how it's worked for you. I'd love to know your secrets. And if you just put them in the comment section below, I can even try some of them, and we can experiment together. I think that women over 60, we just want, just to feel good about ourselves, about our bodies, and internally and externally. And, I personally am doing everything I can to, sort of have a healthy lifestyle and healthy aging. But, it's important for me that I feel good on the inside and the outside. And so taking care of your skin is really important. And I just like the idea of turmeric. I just think it's a really great spice and product to use. So let's see how it worked. Okay, so, I got a little bit of didn't even it out, but there we go. So look, I think that this is going to come off, but I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that it's not going to have like yellow streaks down my face, but here we go. Let's see if it comes off. Yes, I think, yay, it's all right. It worked out. Oh my goodness. It's and it's actually easy to get off. Sometimes you put a mask on and it like takes you forever to wash it off, but this is really coming off nicely. It's really, really soft and gentle. Lovely. Let me just grab another flannel. Get off my nose. Okay. Well, I actually think my skin looks pretty good. I don't know, I mean, obviously there's a few wrinkles here and there, but that's okay. Yeah, it came off very easily. My skin feels great. It feels very soft, actually. I'm going to do a bit more rub. Probably would have put it on my neck as well if I had a little bit more time. And maybe known I could have jumped in the shower afterwards and, really spent some time. I actually think it looks really good. That's me speaking. But it feels soft. Is there a glow? I feel so. I think that was really fun. I'm really happy that I tried this though, because when I mentioned to someone that I was going to do a turmeric face mask, they went, oh my gosh, isn't it going to make your face yellow? And I think this is just some evidence that it's not. And it turned out really, really gentle and sweet. So let me have your ideas on interesting facial masks that you've made, and we can share them with the community. And just thank you for being here. Thanks for supporting me on this this fun adventure, and I look forward to bringing you more demonstrations on makeup and facial products and things to just make us feel happy and healthy in our 60s. Thanks so much for being here with me, everyone, and have a wonderful day. Take good care.